What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing the Vidal SBC player review. So he's become an 86 overall. Obviously we had this leak. Personally, Shaqiri and Vidal were both leaked yesterday, from what I saw anyway. Do like the dynamic image on him. Again, love the dynamic images on cards, and I'm glad that they're doing them more. So we're going to be looking at Vidal in this one, and we will be doing Shaqiri either later on tonight or early on in the morning. It all depends on obviously how long it takes me to get this through. But 4-star weak foot, very nice. 3-star skill moves, again, you probably could get away with it. Very much looking like a box-to-box midfielder, high attacking and defensive work rates. So again, it's very much like a De Jong, very much like a Sissoko, but I don't think he's quite as good. Defensive and physical stats are very nice, so I believe you could use him as a CDM quite easily. Whack a shadow on him and you get 82 pace and like 90 plus defended, as well with his physicals already being pretty fantastic. You can't really argue with this card. Again, looking at his finishing, if he is to whack a hunter on, you probably could get a really good box-to-box out of him. Passing-wise, looking decent. 84, 83 on the passes, 84 vision, 77 curve. It's all average there. Reactions is 90, which is lovely. 87 composure, nice on the high end. Dribbling wise, not fantastic, but again, you're not looking for that. He's more of a kind of literally bomb it, pass it, that kind of player. Agility balance, average. It's not bad at least. Defensively looks solid, really looks solid on his defensiveness. 95 aggression is lovely with the 84 strength, 88 stamina and 86 jumping. I think this card's actually really nice. He's not quite the most meta player in the game, but I think for an 84 rated SBC, no informs, I'd like to say that's good value for me. Obviously, as well, we do have the base icon upgrade, which really mind boggles me why that one's back in packs. It is a little bit cheaper. It's 285s rather than 286s, so it makes it around about 400. 380 at a low when the hype is obviously gone. But why? I just don't get why. Are they really wanting to raise the prices again? And then also we do have an 83 guaranteed and an 82, 88 upgrade, which again is going to make the market go up and fluctuate a little bit. So be wary with what you use. Personally, I'm just outright selling all of my high rated cards for a lazy price and seeing what I can get from them. I'm already at about 1.1.5 mil with quite a bit to sell still. So I'm interested to see what we can get from it. Personally, I have no intentions of doing a base icon. We're going to go straight into the game now. But I have no intentions of doing a base icon because, for one, I'm going to need one of the best ones. There's no way that I'm going to pick up a Nakata or anything like that because it's just a waste of 450. In general, loads of the icons are very cheap price, so for me I just don't see it worth it. And to be honest, if you are holding on to icons, especially babies with value, then you're gonna be a little bit worried right now. We've got a Drogba in the team as well as a Petit that I haven't actually used in my squad yet. We've got Marcelo as a centre back, we've got Costa, Militao, we've got the objective, is it Danilo, I want to say his name is? I could be wrong there, but looking solid. I love the Brazilian team this year. I really want to make like a top class icon Brazilian team by the end of the year because that would look absolutely insane. Get like the top three being Garrincha, Ronaldinho and Kaká. That would be amazing. If I could get R9 up top as well, that would just be the icing on the cake. Vidal with a beautiful interception. Conte's lost it straight out to him. Vidal on the ball. Lovely. Messi. Oh no, I've let him have it. Oh no, he's done me there. Oh, and it's a save. Genuinely thought he had me there. I completely went the wrong way to where I wanted to actually go. I kind of second judged myself with where I actually wanted to turn. Zidane. Oh, that's a great save. Neymar. Beautiful. Keep going. Fantastic. To be honest, I don't really feel like I should have been winning this. He's been fantastic going forward. Cannavaro, Van Dijk making sure that he's not getting through. But We have been going forward. He's mainly getting them last kind of ditch challenges, kind of cutting out the passes. But I probably can see him scoring at some point. Like, probably not now, but we're facing the battle. We're facing the battle. That's the main thing. Vidal's doing some good work, keeping them interceptions nice and clean. Oh, just like that. Fantastic, Vidal. Messi given too much space right there. I just thought I'd have to take that shot there, because if I try and go more than likely he's going to get me. But I didn't see Mbappe there. He was leaning towards going to him, but obviously we would just wait for the shot. Messi's obviously fantastic on the dribble. Mbappe with a finesse. Oh my, don't do that, Mbappe. You can't do a man like that. Didn't even think that was going to go anywhere near. Sometimes they just don't bother. Oh, but he's just managed to find that curve, and that's a lovely angle to watch from it. Vidal, oh, that's a great ball. Only if that was Zidane or someone like that going on that volley. Vidal. He's got great interceptions when it comes to the defensive ability of him, and there is no chem style on him either at the minute. Zidane, have you? Oh no, he's not got that. Vidal. Oi! Started off the move with a lovely pass, manages to get the ball back, and then goes for the shot. Maybe not the greatest of shot. Drogba's through on goal here. And he's tried to pass it. That's a great... Is that a save? Oh, I was going to say, that was a mad save if he got that. Why he didn't just shoot with Drogba as well. Like, having a striker like Drogba, surely... I've not used him yet, but surely his ability would be insane in front of a goal like that. Oh, he's done that. Oh no, he's managed to hold on to it and he's lost it. Fantastic. Get that ball back, Messi. Or maybe not. Watch that ball in. Cannavaro, by far one of the best tacklers in the game for me. And just his baby as well. I'd love to try out his prime in mid. Oh, that's a good ball. Hit that. Oh, come on. Hit it properly. Oh, and I've let him through again. Lovely tackle from Carlos. And I've threw it to him. Vidal. Interception king. Oh, and Mbappe. You don't stop that. Lovely instep from Messi. Cheeky little Ronaldo spin into Mbappe's feet for a scoop turn and in the bottom right. Literally shouldn't be scoring that. The keeper is literally on his post right there. But it does happen, I suppose. It's one of the major things with EA at the minute. With this game especially. The near post shots are just insanely OP. And there we go. First match done pretty comfortably. I probably should have scored another one, but I was trying to figure out if I finessed the ball yet. Did I finesse it here? I don't know if that's counting as a finesse, but I'm trying to get the objective player, so I need one more. I'm unsure if I finessed it with Mbappe or Neymar in that, but solid win. Vidal did really well. Really consistent with his tackling. Great at intercepting, if anything. Really good at kind of just predicting and being in that position. That's something that we want in CDMs and CMs. So I'm very happy with that. So going into the second match, I'm thinking Vidal, if he can do this next match pretty well, as long as obviously the guy's not insane. Well, it's going to be the next match after that, because more than likely this guy's going to be quitting. See if he gives us the goal. I don't think he will. I feel like he's just going down the ranks, but it'd be nice if they actually gave the goal. That'd be pretty sick, but half the time they don't. Oh, is he? He wants to score himself. Fair enough, to be honest. Fair enough with him. We won't celebrate. I hate when people do that, but at least he gave me the goal. Respect if So whatever reason you're watching this, fair play to you, kid. I'll absolutely accept that. So we have got only one game with Vidal left now, because obviously it's like Rashford all over again. At least we've got one game in the bag, but we'll hopefully get the next match in, and obviously that will be his final stint with me. It'll be his final match. So hopefully we don't get another rage quitter, even though it's pretty good to get them points, and we have made it into Division 3 now, in fact, as well. It's always annoying because at the same time I don't want to be high up in the divisions, because the players I use, like this, the team in general is a meta team, but when it comes to the reviews, when I'm using the 83s and the 84s, them players are not meant for Division 3, Division 2, Division 1. Like, could you imagine Division 1 using them? Especially in Division 3 technically we're in now, and we're coming up against teams like this. When you're using 83s and 4s, it's not going to work. Granted, this is probably a more tame version of one. We've got Thierry Henry, which actually I do want to try out as well. He looks relatively good, and I've always liked Thierry Henry, so I may try and pick him up at some point. We've got the Zidane. Can't wait to get that. That's going to be my Tifu when I've done his last objective. Oh, we went for it. I'm trying to find some sort of space. He's defended me really well. Attacking wise, he's looking like he's going for like a counter like this. He's looking through them through balls all the time. But attacking wise, we're nearly there. We've just got to find that space. Oh, and I'm more worried about his attacking style, and I can't even tackle him now. I'm more worried about his attacking style. It's very, very calm, very composed, and that's going to be it. It's got to be it. He's managed to get the ball dropped to his feet, and that's what we're looking for. When you're in these stalemate kind of games, and you're both decent at defending, like I'd class myself as okay at defending. I'm personally better at attacking than defending, and that's what's made this game more difficult, because attacking can be a lot. It's not easier, but when you can do the skill moves, when you can do the drag backs, it's very difficult to defend. Into Messi's feet. Just hit it. Oh, and he's hit the post again. And that's what I mean. If you've got someone who's constantly on drop back, yes, it will be very difficult to break them down. Unless you've like just an absolute magician with the skill moves, and you confuse them that much that they just physically can't tackle you, then yes, you can definitely do work there. That was unlucky. I thought it would get to Zidane then. But if you're not playing drop back and they can attack, it does become a little bit easier for them to actually attack you. And you've got to learn how to use drop back. It's all good just putting it on and then hoping for the best. But if you... Is that a penalty? I thought it... Oh, it's not a penalty. I thought it was a penalty, to be honest. I pressed B in the wrong time. But like I say, if you don't know how to use drop back, it can be your worst enemy. I think I started using it right at the start of the game, realising that I don't know actually how to use it. So I ended up going back to my normal. Oh, come on. If you're going to tackle, at least like fall down or something. Like, let him give the penalty rather than trying to play on. That's a good goal. That's a very, very good goal. Didn't even see him like ahead of my player there. To be honest, there's not a lot that you would be able to do there. I don't think physically you'd be able to react as quick to that. The only thing I probably would say is just not being in that position, maybe. Another good goal. To be honest, we're going to leave it there. Very, very good player. Personally, I've probably played a little bit better. I played a little bit more tighter in the field. Maybe changed my custom tactics a little bit. I reckon I could beat him, but personally, once he had the first one... Well, actually, the first one weren't too bad because I felt like I was on top of it, but he was just managing to get them last kind of few tackles in. Playing drop back, of course, so I find it very hard to break that down, to be honest. I need to figure out a way to go around it. If they can play drop back well, I struggle to attack on them. So I need to figure out, is it a formation change that I potentially need to do, or is there something different that I need to, the play style basically. But anyway, that is going to be the final bit for Vidal's review. I like him, personally. The 4-star skill moves would have been nice, but I can live without it. Everything else about this card was really good. I find him more defensive minded, even though he was up and down the pitch. I did like his defensive abilities more than his attacking. Guaranteed we haven't used any chemistry styles on him, so a Hunter could add that difference, or a Shadow could really turn him into a good CDM. Personally, I think he's a good substitute for De Jong. Is he as good as Sissoko? I probably would say Sissoko pinches it just a little bit. I personally don't think there's a hell of a lot of difference, rather than pretty much just the pace. I think that is the only thing that realistically Sissoko has more for me than what Vidal has. And I think Vidal's price, for what he actually is, and an 86 rated card, I think personally that is a nice value. 84 rated team, no inform. I'm happy with that, to be honest. I think that's a very fair value of him. It's not an inform, it's not an 85 team or an 86, as well as the inflated market. If you was to buy every single player, it is a little bit more expensive than, say, a couple of days ago where everything was a little bit cheaper. We've got a lot of things going on at the minute. They've just released 3 different repeatable SBCs, so we're bound to see a bit of a rise in price. That being said, I think Vidal's worth it. I think you definitely should get him. If you've got Messi, I think you 100% need to do this card. So I'm giving him a solid 8.5 out of 10 review. I think he's really good. He could definitely get into a FUT Champs team. And personally, I will be completing him in later on tonight. And I think these are the last SBC cards I've heard. So obviously this will be the final, well, the penultimate review for the Futmas cards, as I believe this should be it. We do have Delph and Santi Cazorla to do as well from the season objectives. They're going to be done over the next course of the couple of days. I've already got Delph in the progress, so stay tuned for that. But Shaqiri will be coming up next. Definitely subscribe and like if you want to see him as well, and we'll be continuing the grind with prime icons, with icons in general, and just newly special cards. Stay tuned for all of that. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace.